Well, I'm sure y'all seen by now. They canceled the race for tonight, Friday at Kingsport. It looks like got some strong thunderstorms coming in tonight, so probably a good call. I think they're gonna hit about the time racing's gonna start. Um, so honestly, it probably bailed me out. I've got the street stock in here now. I want to check it. I think I'm good on changing oil this week. Luckily, I wrote it down on my filter, so I'll be able to make sure to see. But I still got to pack wheel bearings and do a good bolt check on it. And check off a few other little things, but nothing too drastic. But still, yet it wasn't gonna get done today. And been doing a little bit of cleaning up, so I'm gonna start tripping over stuff here in the garage. But hey, silver lining to everything, I can actually see my welding table for the first time in a few months. So yeah, kind of slowed down on the projects a little for this week, and got the garage cleaned up to where we can actually work on something. So I think we're going to head to Newport tomorrow night. We'll watch the weather on it. I know it's up in the air a little bit too. So and not quite for sure if we're going to take Crown Vic or street stock yet. So we'll have to play that by ear also. But in the meantime, I'm going to get on here and get the street stock ready to go in case we do take it tomorrow, and do a few other little things. All right, got the car up on the lift, and looks like I changed to April 24th, and I looked, and looks like I've only run 2 races since then. So I'm just gonna go with it. If we was running both races this weekend, I'd have probably changed it if I had time. But so yeah, I'm going to just go with it this week and change it next week. But it's kind of looking over everything. So it looks like everything's leaking real good, so I'm just going to leave it alone. That power steering pump, I ain't exactly for sure where it's leaking at. It ain't enough drip on the ground. It gets everything. Like, grab a rag out here. I don't want to touch it with my hands. Let's see. Get my cleanest dirty rag out of the pile, but I mean, everything is covered in this stuff. Didn't see evidence of fuel leaking or anything. And yeah, there's my rear main seal. Looks like it's leaking, but not too bad. It's through stuff everywhere. All over this dust shield, you can see there too, but not enough to, like, you know, fret too much over it. A good exhaust job, you can see that. Well, I forgot to turn the radio off while I was bolt checking underneath, so I'll just time lapse it and cut it out. But all the my tie rod ends, ball joints and stuff, they've all got cotter pins in them, the inner tie rods, so I'm not gonna mess with them. They all look good, tight still, and everything feels snug from up top. I have had problems with this nut backing off right here, so I take like a 15-inch crescent wrench and hit it every few weeks. It's on there good right now. I've seen videos where people like heat the pitman arm before they slide it on. I didn't do that, and that's probably why it does that. But that's I torqued it pretty good the last time, so it should stay. And I think that's about it for up underneath here. Everything else I can reach from up top. And I'm gonna pack my wheel bearings too while I'm at it. Check them out, make sure nothing's about to lock up or anything on me there. If I do take it to Newport, I think quite a bit more gonna be pulling some more G-forces and stuff going through the corner. So yeah, I definitely don't want my bearing locking up and throwing the wheel off or nothing. So yeah, it's got rust on the wheel too, where it's been sitting outside, all that metallic brake dust and stuff. I run pretty high metallic brake pads on the front. Don't do it any favors. So all right, well, I'll drop it down here. Hey, let's see if I get too far ahead. At Kingsport, we run the 8-inch wide tires, or 8-inch wide rims on these on the Cobra. The late model tires are let's see, it says they're a 10-inch wide tire on there. So let's see, 10, 27, 15 on the Cobras. But yeah, you can see how much wider this 10-inch rim is than that 8-inch it's on there, because it's up off the ground underneath too. Kind of see it's recessed up in there. So we're gonna be running at Newport. We'll be running Scuff Hoosiers, F45s, and 10-inch rims. So I was trying this old rim out, making sure everything's gonna fit all right. Which it should. I'm running a 3-inch backspace on the 8s, and this 3-inch backspace on the 10s. So all it's gonna do is stick it out further. You can kind of tell it's gonna be. I don't think it'll make a huge difference because we're already running 10-inch wide tires anyways, as far as how much it sticks out from the side of the car. But I'm just gonna make sure nothing, make sure nothing silly caught me here. I wasn't expecting. So really, inside wise, where the backspace is the same, shouldn't be affected any. It'll just, ooh, yeah, it'll poke it out quite a bit there, but it'll just poke the tire on out a little ways more. So have to watch out whenever getting close racing. Don't want to cut a tire down or something. But as part of it, we'll see what it looks like with them on there tomorrow, maybe. Well, Archie definitely hangs in there while I'm working on anything, that's for sure. He just way back here a little ways, so she's out of the way, but stepping over dogs all the time. Could be worse. Well, I think it's about time we get a new tub of red grease, but right here we're right now I'm greasing these ball joints. Been needing it for a little bit. Run them let's see, yeah, it's squeezing out the top there. Can you see it or not? We run the Chrysler screw-in ball joints, top and bottom here. Seem to do a pretty good job. That needed it. Alright, should do it for there. Good catch. I'd hit Archie if I had. I figured I'd go ahead and do that before we put the rotor back on. Got it repacked and about ready to go in. That way I can get in there and clean all that mess off, and won't be. There's already enough grease and stuff on the bottom of the car. Hopefully this will, I can clean it up pretty good. Alrighty, got my new cotter pin put in. It's one like that. Get these at Harbor Freight. They really come in handy. But got that back together. I was looking back here in the back, looking like I'm about out of brake pad right there. Starting to grab a little. Trying to decide whether or not to change it. Let it ride one more race or change it. I don't know. I'll go over everything else, see if anything else major pops up. If it don't, I'll probably go ahead and change it today. Alrighty, well, I went ahead and pulled those brake pads off, and kind of glad I did. I turned the wheel a time or two, and it was grabbing, and then I got to looking, and the more I looked at it, turned the light on. It got worse the worse the more I looked at it. It's done cracked, and I mean it was about in the middle right there. Yeah, it's broke off. The other side looks fine. There's still a little life left in them. You can see And they look the same on the bottom too. I think maybe what could have happened is my caliper bracket might be bent just a tickle there. It's causing it to wear uneven. That's more than likely what it is. It's been wrecked a time or two right there, so the rear end itself straight, but that bracket might take a bump, or I might have welded it on crooked. I've been known to mess up something every now and then. But yeah, let me dig up through here through my spare parts and see. They're just old. I think them right there is actually Hawk Blacks, I think, that I've run on the front before. And I've got another set up top, so I'll them things probably been on this car for 2 seasons now. Let me go upstairs and look and see if I can find something. All right, well, I'm in luck. There's 2 rats I took off the front sometime last year. They got one little crack in them, but I believe they'll be all right. Here's the 2 lefts. Or well, the set of lefts that came off the front. They look a little better shape. But anything beats that right there. Let me go ahead and get these changed out. Alright, before I put these new pads on, I'm taking this old one and a C-clamp. I'm going to push the piston back in, so I don't have one of them tools to do it with. But one thing I've been told before, and it's just better safe than sorry, is I always open my bleeder and push it back. That way, if there's any junk in the line, it doesn't push it back up into my master cylinder. Seems like anytime I've seen anybody have trouble with their master cylinders, it's been because of well, after they do a brake job and their master cylinder goes bad. And had a fella tell me one time that he thought it was because it was pushing junk back up in there and ruining the O-rings and stuff in it. And I can see it. So better safe than sorry. Whenever I push this piston back, I'm gonna crack that bleeder, let it shoot that old brake fluid out the bleeder instead of pushing it back up toward the master cylinder. That's just my little quirky deal. Nothing really, I guess, backing it up, but in case anybody was curious. Yeah, you can see how much brake fluid shot out there, and that could have went up in your master cylinder. I don't know if it mattered or not, but old Harbor Freight C-clamp, a little bend to it. You don't want to get that brake fluid on anything nice. We'll sacrifice that. But, alrighty, go ahead and get these. Yeah, we won't say new, we'll say best of the rest brake pads on, and be done with that. Alright guys, I'm getting my car loaded up, getting a few things together. Just topped my water off, letting the garage air out now. Forgot to hook my battery up to charge. I got an alternator on it, but I still like to keep it trickle charged just in case. Yeah, we're gonna take street stock down. My brother's not able to go with me this week, so I got lucky here a few weeks back not wrecking his car. So I definitely don't want to wreck it with him not there. So I will. We'll take this street stock down, see how it is, get this good practice in. Hopefully go back down there in a few more weeks and race some more with it. But I felt pretty good about the track last time, so hopefully we'll have a good showing. But right now I'm trying not to forget nothing. Gotta go up top and get my other 10-inch wide rims and jack, impact, all that good stuff. Strap a toolbox on trailer for I load the car up. But over my checklist a few times. I'll probably still forget a few things, but anyways, well, hopefully the next time you see me we'll be up in Newport. Alright guys, well, I left a few minutes early, so it's a good thing. I'm sitting here and traffic backed up. I don't know if y'all can see through that back glass or not. Been I think I'm mile marker 27. I've been in traffic for like an hour like this, so yeah. I think I looked on Facebook and seen there's a camper on fire up here more than about 10 miles ahead of me, so hopefully we can get through this a little bit here in a little bit and get onto the track. Well, I thought about taking the exit right here on 23 going through Bulls Gap, but it was just as backed up, so I decided to stay on 81. And me and a few other people decided to get out and stretch our legs a bit. Something you don't get to do every day. Definitely gonna miss first practice, and I'd say it's safe to say I'm gonna miss second practice too. If I get to qualify, I'll be lucky. Talked to somebody else a minute ago. Looked like, I think I-40 is backed up the other way, so I think there's only like one street stock signed in right now. So we're probably, I don't know. We'll have to guess it set up. Hopefully the tire barn's still open so I can get some tires. If not, maybe to beg borrowed steel or something. Get some. Yeah, if we can get some tires on it and actually make a race, I think we'll be doing all right tonight. But right now, ain't looking too good. Everybody's starting to get out and stretch their legs a little bit. We're out here a little ways, so guess I could go back here and check my straps on my trailer. Oh. Oh, everything's tied on. But yeah, let's not get too far away from the truck. But yeah. Well, it looks like everybody might be getting back in their vehicles, so hopefully it starts moving soon. Well, I ended up getting off on exit 23 at Bulls Gap, and I had to actually back up on the side of the interstate a little ways. There's some truckers let me out there, so I appreciate that. But now we're stuck somewhere between Bulls Gap and like Whitesburg. I was going to try to go up through Morristown that way, and I think I might have made the wrong decision there too. It looks like there's a wreck up ahead here too. So, might have. Another choice would have been going down through Greenville, getting on 321 that way, and that's a lot of backtracking. He might have should have done it, but yeah. Now I ain't got anywhere I can get turned around with this trailer, I don't think. That don't look like. Both sides has a good sized ditch on it, so looks like I might be along for the ride on this one. We'll see. Alright, so Bulls Gap was a no-go. It's bumper to bumper traffic also. Finally got turned around down there. It's Troyer's Market right there, if anybody's familiar with it. And now I came backtracked through Greenville, came back down to 11E that way, and now I'm coming across 321. I think I'm at Parrotsville is what's showing on the Google Maps there. So hopefully we'll make it to the track by qualifying. We've done this first practice, and I think we're doing second practice right now. So it'll I don't know. I think I'm about 30 minutes out. I ain't quite for sure. We'll end up getting there. Well, pulling in. How was the journey? Let's see, it's about 4:53. Left the house around like 1 o'clock. So, yeah, it's been a day. Let's get signed in. Well, I made it. As you can see, I'm out here in the gravel parking lot. Just so happens I ran out of room by the time I pulled in, so I started to leave, and one of the track workers offered to help me go get some tires on their golf cart, so I appreciate that. But it kind of sucks. Like, I ain't gonna be able to know what I was going on out here and stuff, so we'll figure it out. But, and I got down there, and they decided to go to They went to ST3s from the Hoosier F45, so I ended up having to pay $140 for scuffs, get them mounted, so I kind of changed that one up. It happens. I fought with them for a while, get them mounted, and while the driver's meeting was going on, I think I got 10 minutes till qualifying starts or something, so I want to try to get these tires on here and get a pressure set. Alrighty, looks like first time out, qualified 5th. Oh, these UST3 tires, they're pretty grippy, I'd say. So car got a little bit out from under me on my warm-up laps. I was buzzing the tires, and I took it easy, decided to be conservative. I think I turned like a 15 flat. I say they're pretty good. They certainly do pick up the gravels. I have to try to dust them off before going to the track. But looks like they're about to do the invocation, so I'm gonna get off here and go stand up for the flag here. We were the second race of the night, so as soon as qualifying was over, that first race started. I was trying to get everything set on the car, re-torque my wheels. As I set my tire pressures, I noticed my left rear tire had came unseated off the bead, and where I was outside in the parking lot, I couldn't get down there to the tire barn where the air was and stuff to try to get it reseated. So as soon as I could get across the track, I went down there, and this is what we're doing. We're seating the tire. Guys behind me was probably a bit faster. I moved up and let them go. Didn't put up too much of a fight here. Just trying to fill my car out and see if I can learn something for the next trip. Right here's me getting lapped by the leaders. I just try to stay high and stay out of the way. I fell in behind Rusty here and tried to follow him, see if I can figure out something with his line. I wasn't handling very well. I got to work on my car a little bit before I come back. I ended up finishing like dead last. The only people I might have beat was the ones that fell out. And first I noticed after qualifying my left rear came off the bead, and then something didn't feel right during the race, and well, this is what it was. Oh my god, you can see it. Yeah, left front came off the bead too. So I thought it was getting weird, feeling weird on the entry and stuff, trying to jump out from under me, but I guess that's what it was. But oh well, besides that, I don't know, didn't junk it, so just can't complain too much. Get winched up and head to the house. It's been a long one today.